Hey guys, Thomas Leroy here. Um, well, we've been soaking up some of the information going on, and there's, we continue on with these changes that have been occurring, and we've been making a few plans and that kind of thing. I've been keeping abreast of the latest headlines and so on. And there was one though, and it all looked really promising. But there was one I noted that was committed to that kingdom spouse bullshit. And they were like, oh, God's bringing them back to you. He's going to be bringing them back to you for sure now. And he's going to be making sure that it's going to be so loving and everything. And it's just like, it won't matter anything that ever happened between the two of you. Because why? Because their God is an asshole who is not my God, whom I curse him and all that he does to bring me these evil people to connect to me and bring me harm and damage, which is exactly what happened. I found evidence of it a few hours ago. I don't know if it happened last night or this morning or when, but yet, still, there again, I heard the song last night, I think it was, that they smile up in your face, want to take your place, those backstabbers. And guess what? It looks like we got stabbed in the back. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter what damage they did because that damage is being repaired by heaven. And they're going to pay for it. Then we've done the damage to us. Heaven is making pay for those repairs right now. Heaven, amen. In the name of the truth and the life. Heaven, amen. But of course, because of this, and I saw, I looked, and sure enough, the Black Witch was on there in the middle of the afternoon trying to drum some stuff up, and I checked in. I looked at it for a second. I was like, nah. And then I came back a half hour later, and I clicked on it, and I heard about 15, 30 seconds of it or something, and I saw exactly what it was, and that it's still basically on the same damn stupidity, the same damned line. Yeah, I know they've changed their face a little bit here in the last couple months, and been trying to put on like they're for God, or I mean, it's one sorry ass embarrassing scene actually, to see someone so glaringly, so blatantly turn around and start presenting this supposed person that they've always been, which is a brand new persona that they've never exhibited before. And if you were to just go back a couple months, or a few months, or just any of their videos, you're going to find out there's something, that's not who was there. But in any case, no, again, I rebuke, reject, refuse, renounce, and repudiate Satan and the devil and all the forces of darkness and their works and any agreements that they may have believed they had with me, because we don't have any agreements or contracts with any of them. I don't love any of them. I don't have any strings attached to any of them, or them attached to me. We have no love between us. Heaven did, in fact, eliminate all of them from me, all those that were of the darkness, witches, and all of them that conspired against me to keep me down, was all eliminated from me completely and totally, leaving there being no place here for them. And of course, heaven did remove me from them as well. So there is no thing connecting us, and there's no sentiments connecting us, and there's no marriage between me and anything of the darkness or any witch or anything. There's no contract. There's no true love game being played, because I didn't pay into anything such as that, and I don't know who they talk about Kingdom Spouse. I wouldn't know who they would be talking about. The evil witch, aka Chris, or aka Jennifer or Jenny, would be the karmic, as far as I can tell, the progeny of, or I should say, the makings of the results of the training, the student, not of me, but of the other, the darkness. It doesn't have anything to do with me. It's not mine. It's not mine. And we're not taking it on. Again, not my monkeys, not my circus. It's all on you people who've been trying to put this over here. But listen, again, we've not really tried yet to retaliate in any way. That would be very notable. Just haven't wanted. You can call me lazy as maybe it would apply. I guess not lazy, but maybe just not wanting to have to, bring that much down, because it just really doesn't. But it just doesn't seem like the progressive hints of the outright warnings over years and years and years and years of what will be, what will happen, eventually what would be. You just don't seem to be taking that seriously. In other words, coming back and disrespecting us yet again, as you have done day in and day out for a couple decades now, isn't going to work. There's no gaslighting us. You can't tell us we're of your family, because we're not of the family of darkness. It doesn't matter if I'm standing in the middle of all that is the darkness. I'm still of the family of light. I'm a white boy. I'm a white man. We're not black. We don't do black stuff. We're not of the darkness. We didn't marry the darkness. We're not marrying the darkness. That's just the end of that, And I think it's real stupid of you to keep coming around like that and trying to force something that already had died. You see, heaven defeated our enemies for us. Heaven made me the winner of the war. They ended that war and made me the victor. That means all that situation is done and over. Because, see, you can't force any contract that doesn't exist. And there's no contract that exists. If there ever had been one, and I really doubt that, seriously. I'm sure it was really a shady thing. But see, that was rendered null and void the moment you decide to side with anybody to murder us and take everything we had. And so that's when you defined yourself as enemy, whom we owe nothing to. I was watching one lady who seems well-meaning saying, we don't owe anybody anything but love. Well, we don't owe them love either. We don't owe them light. As a matter of fact, we don't owe them anything unless they're of my tribe. And if they're white people, yeah. If they're of the light, if they're blue, if they're sky, yeah. But not anything else. We don't owe anything to anybody else. That's for sure. Hold on. I will say this. I'm not exactly sure how that attack was made, how the damage was caused. It looks like it could have been a couple different ways that they've been doing that. But again, it doesn't matter if it was through method A or through method B. Them responsible for it, heaven makes responsible for the damages done. Those damages are theirs to have, and the healing will be for me and the damage caused here. Again, in the name of the truth and the light. And those people that caused that damage is eliminated from us completely and disconnected from me, having no ability to reconnect to me or my energies, as heaven makes me inaccessible to them. Guys, don't continue repeating this, because otherwise the story will get a lot longer for you. And you'll be put on a little trip. And I can't guarantee you that anything other than you may be returned to the same level as whenever you first started. And it'll all be at your expense, but it will be an education. So just don't even do it. again, we've rejected you, rebuked you, repudiated all agreements or contracts or any claims that you've had on us, because, again, we're not your kind. So you have no power or authority over me. It doesn't matter if I'm having axe murderers out back. It's not for you to judge. That's absolute. You're not light. You're not white. You're not sky. So move on. And thanks for your understanding in the matter. And know that you shouldn't come back. You just shouldn't. What I would say to you is that I tuned into one of them a while ago and they were talking about it. And it's kind of a cuteness presentation, but you don't want to you just don't want to continue repeating it, because things will change for you and it'll be just damned unpleasant. So just stop, leave off. Again, there was no contract, there was no agreement, there was no marriage, none of it was done with my consent. I didn't agree to any of it. It's all on you. And you and your deceptions and your continuous lies and trying to say it's this, that, and the other. And you trying to blame me won't work. Trying to lie and say, well, it's all him, this, that. No, the truth is already out that we never wanted to do this with you in the first place. Everybody knows this is a scam on you. Guys are grifters. You're dark. They know it. They can see it. You can't hide it. You're the other side. You're the enemy. You're not the day. And if you're not the day, then you're made separated from me and disconnected from me and my energies. Have an amen. Talk to you again.